Dude, powerful voice, powerful message. When did you realize that you had a voice like that? Because I don't know if you realize how far away you're sitting from the mic, but your voice just resonates and it fills the room. And it's perfect, when did you realize that you had a gift like that?
Honestly, bro, I've challenged it my whole life. And it's like, I'm one of those perfectionists where I'm like, no, I know everything that went wrong. But I grew up and started kind of really getting into singing whenever Creed came out in the 90s. And my sister always told me, she was like, why are you trying so hard to sound like Scott Stapp? And I was like, man, I love Scott Stapp. And she's like, I need you to sound like you. And, we're still kids when she's telling me this, but the wisdom behind it, and it offended me. And I was like, man, I sound all right. I don't sound bad, but it was like, but I do try to sound like someone other than me. And I think for every musician, that's the part of kind of finding your sound is stop trying to sound like everybody else and belt it from the heart. People will know who you are that way.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely, man. You can belt it, and again, it's a powerful tool, man. And it reminds me of some of those early 2000s, late 90s rock ballads. Not a lot of people can do that, but and I didn't think of Creed, but I should have. Like I was thinking in my mind, like, what does this remind me of? And Creed's a great example. I don't think Scott Stapp's one of the best to ever do it. Absolute legend. So whatever, but and it might be the beard, but I also get this like outlaw country vibe from you. Like you would fit in on a bill with Cody Jinks and Ward Davis, right? Like I could see you opening up those shows. Yeah. But again, you kind of cross lines and blend genres, and that song that you just did, great for a country audience. Also could be Christian contemporary music, right? Rock.
Right.
So it's pretty cool, man. I love what you got. Shane Ludwig, my featured artist this week. Again, Shane Ludwig and the Wisemen debut album arriving this June. There was a couple other things that we were talking about that you wanted to promote. Maybe what was that? Was it shows that I'm forgetting? Something in Conroe?
Well, we have a couple shows coming up in May as well as in June over at Conroe Lake House. But we're trying to slam down some more dates on the calendar for the group of us because we've been working real hard to kind of tune our sound together and get it sounding, how we would want it to be presented.
Dude, I love Lake House Conroe, man. That is one of my favorite places in Conroe. It's one of my favorite places on the lake. They always treat me so well when I'm there. And in addition to it, they've got one of my favorite. I get chicken. It's a Caesar chicken, and I add shrimp to it. The wrap. Have you ever had that over there?
I haven't.
Bro, it's the best $20 you'll ever spend.
Oh man,
I'm telling you. I used to eat that all the time. I used to go over there and have a Dos Equis right before I go to lunch. And yeah, man, I love that. So what are the dates? May and June?
May 23rd and July 4th.
July 4th?
July 4th. So that's going to be a super cool, fun show for us.
Yeah, that'll be awesome, man. That's such a great spot, especially summertime. I'm assuming you're going to play out there on the deck and right there against the water with the backdrop, man. I love that spot.
It's one of my favorite places to play.
It's a good spot, man.
And the staff is great too.
Where can people keep up with you on the internet between now and this summer when these shows start to roll out for the album release? Where can they find you? Are you on the internet, socials?
Definitely all the standard as ones on Facebook, Instagram. I am on TikTok. That's where I'm always going live. So in case you guys want to catch where I'm at, whether you're in person or if you can't make it, hopping on the TikTok live is a great way to kind of hear me play some more. But also on Facebook, Instagram, you just look up Shane Ludwig. And it'll pop up. You look for the big beard, and there's a couple more out there, but I think they're shaven faced.
Yeah,
but also on Spotify.
I'm gonna have to research those, man. I wonder what's under there, dude. I love it.
But also Spotify, Apple, iTunes. I have several releases out, so in case somebody wants to enjoy some more original music, they can find those there and jam those and stay tuned for what's coming too.
Man, I love that. Talk to me a little bit. Let's go back to the. Is it 10,000 times?
Another 10,000.
Another 10,000 times. I don't know why I want to call it another 10,000 days, but another 10,000 times. Drew Mitchell again did this really cool video. Walk me through like that process. Did you have the idea in your head to do the video? Is that something that you reached out to him needing an idea for, or how did that process work? Because it was a really cool video.
It was crazy how that worked out. Because the only, we had so many intentions for how the music video was going to come out, but it took on a life of its own. And Drew, with his eye for videography and kind of the angles and the lighting and everything that he needed to be able to blend it all together, it was really special to me. The song is actually about my wife and I, and kind of how our first date went, where we went to Cedar Break Park out in Montgomery, and we just stayed there for 4 or 5 hours, and we didn't even realize what time it was. And I wrote the song to put my wife on the spot before she was my wife. I figured, if I'm going to propose the most amazing woman I'd ever meet, then I need to make sure that I had the deck loaded in my favor. I'm a songwriter. I can write a song and then bring her up on stage like everybody always fantasizes about. She can't run off. You got to say yes now.
Yeah.
But I wanted to let her know through this song. It's called Another 10,000 Times because she came from a real poor relationship before. She wasn't treated right. She had a lot of worries, and I wanted to know in case I needed to tell her another 10,000 times how I felt about her, that I'd be so happy to get that opportunity. And if I wasn't there one day to tell her that she had that, I always would do it. You're the sun in my sky. Your stars are wrapped around my moon. You're the reason I die. Yeah, the reason I die. It's true. But when you feel like hope is lost and time blew through, or when you wonder if I'm still in love with you, I need you to know you are the apple of my eye. And I know it's 'cause I couldn't picture living without you. I hope you see the reason I try another 10,000 times. It's 'cause I finally found the love of my life. How many times will it be that you have to ask me how I feel? I can't believe you can't see the way I feel inside my soul. But if I've gotta show you another 10,000 times, I will. Chance, I'll show you this is real. 'Cause I need you to know you are the apple of my eyes. And in case you didn't know, I couldn't picture living life without you. I hope you see the reason I try another 10,000 times. It's 'cause I finally found the love of my life. I need you to know you are the apple of my eye. And the reason I know it's 'cause I couldn't picture living without you. I hope you see the reason I try another 10,000 times. It's 'cause I finally found the love of my life. But on the 10,000 times I waited.